Howdy y'all, and welcome to episode 14 of my Let's Play series. And I am Ragaras, if you're wondering how to say that. Most people just end up calling me Rags. In all the games that I've played over the years, that's kind of been the name that I've used as my main anyways. Got some changes that around the world. I've been kind of out of it the last couple of days. That's why I haven't put up any videos. I've just been kind of blah, some kind of here and there. I haven't sat down for any long length of time. But this is one of the things I worked on right here. The turtle jukebox. That's right, the turtle jukebox. I was messing around with turtles and I saw the DJ command. I went and looked it up and saw what it did. And I wasn't real thrilled with just the default program, so I wrote my own. You can do the DJ command with the computer or the turtle, but to automatically insert this, you have to use the turtle. So what I did is I kind of wrote a little list here. I'm going to clean this all up. This is just the first kind of version of this, but I've got to figure out how to maybe make this scroll so I can select it or something, because there's actually not enough room on screen for all the records in here. So what it does is it lets you enter like the number you want, and then it'll select that slot and then drop that record down in here into the disk drive. And then up here, it'll say the last song played and what the song was. So you know what the last thing you played was. Now, if I choose a different record, what it's going to do, the first thing it does is it pulls the music disc out of the disc player and puts it back into the inventory. So if I wanted to start this over again, it would just pull it out and then put it right back in. And then just resets the program, start over again. So that's pretty cool. So that gives me a place to, because I just had all those records over there and almost never played them because it was pain in the butt to pull one out, go over there and get it. Because I'm lazy. I'm just plain lazy. What can I say? But this is pretty cool. So that's something I'm tinkering around with, trying to learn a little bit of the coding. Now, I am sure there is an easier way to do this than what I've done, but I'm still playing around, still trying to learn. I think the monitor thing, just getting stuff onto the monitor is harder than getting this to play records. But that's my turtle jukebox, so I can always see what I played last, and if I want to come up and do something else, I can stop it and it'll put something else in and let me know what's playing. So I think it's pretty cool. I mean, it's, you know, and it's not building a temple or anything, but it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. Now, some other changes I made are down in my XP room. Slight difference here. I raised the blaze spawner up a little bit to see if I could get maybe a little bit better spawn rate when they come down. And it worked a little bit. Get slightly better spawn. And since I'm using so many ender pearls now, going back and forth to the Asian village with this wraith eye, I wanted a better way of, if you remember what this room was just a 3x3 room, and the entire ceiling was pistons, sticky pistons. And the spawner would turn on, they'd spawn in here, and then you come over and you flick the switch, and the pistons would come down and suffocate all of them. Well, that's not very fast. It takes quite a while to kill these things. So I said, okay, well, I'm going to just go ahead and bite the bullet and make a drop trap. So I came in here with the filler, started at this level, and I went all the way up until 2 blocks above that is water. 2 blocks above that is the water that's underneath my main base. You can see on the mini map where we're at. We're like almost directly below the main platform there. So I dug up there and and installed the trap, and then dropped them, see if that would work. Okay, they lived. So I kept dropping down 2 levels, 2 levels, 2 levels, 2 levels, 2 levels, and I mean I broke through into caverns. I had to seal all that up. There's these lower levels down here. These are all caves that I had to seal up, and then there's of course transposers on the bottom. And what this does, when this lever goes into the on position, it will turn off the redstone or red power signal to the spawner, so they start spawning, and the transposers will come on and start sucking up everything that's down there. So it works pretty good. It's funny to watch them fall. They're, I think, just because of the length of the redstone wire, there's a little bit of lag, but yellow. Why is that pulsing? Something break? What happened? Nope, no, there they go. Okay, that was weird. Yeah, so they fall and they die. So that is about that is a very long drop. I want to say that's like 45 blocks. Or something like that. I mean, I couldn't believe that I kept having to go down and to go down and to go down and to go down before they finally died. I mean, because that's lava level right there. I mean, there's just on the other side of that wall is a lava pit. Down below us here is a lava pit. Over here is a lava pit. So, you know, I had to use the wand of cooling quite a bit to clean all that up, just so I could get down there. And it was a pain. Pulled a lot of obsidian out of there. In fact, there's still a lot of obsidian down underneath all that platform. So they all fall, they die. The transposers then are all fed over here to this chest here, and I can just come over here and collect the ender pearls. So that's kind of nice. That's a nice little change there. That's a big help. Go back up top. Okay, charging or the modular power suit. I have done some work with that, messed around with it, and I want to show you some changes. I did figure this thing out, and I'm just gonna tell you, this thing is so cool. This is my default run speed. This is my default run speed. That's pretty good. I'm not sprinting. That's just my default. There's my sprint speed. You can see how quick the jetpack is now, because I've got the weight issues. This is the jetpack. This is not flight control. I did leave the glider on, the glider and the parachute. I found the glider and the parachute only work if you have the advanced flight control disabled. So this is glide. I'm gliding. I'm not using the jetpack. You can see I'm slowly descending, but you can also see the distance that I'm covering. So this is pretty cool. This is a nice option. I also had the parachute installed. Now just a shift gives you a nice slow descent. Kind of see where you're going and burst forward a little bit, and see where you're going, burst forward a little bit, see where you're going, and then drop. So that's pretty cool. So what you have to do with this mod to make everything work is overall weight, that's for all these items, has to be under 25, I guess, kilograms, I guess that's supposed to be. And to adjust that weight, it's your battery. I think we found that out the last episode, at the end of the last episode. So what I did is I went through and I had left the battery all the way up on the glove, saying, well, if I ever need to use it without the armor. Well, that's ridiculous, because I'm not going to do that. Diet Mountain Dew, love that stuff. So I turn that all the way down, and that all the way down on the battery size leaves you with 2 kilograms. So I had everything else at 6.25, so it went eventually to to 25. So I had to lose 2 somewhere. So I turned down the helmet. So overall, I'm right at, with everything, 25 kilograms. And I added a couple of other items to the whole thing. One is the blink drive, and this is so cool. I was thinking, well, I don't need that. I got a portal gun. Well, this is cool and it's different. And I went ahead and I added the crafting table, which is also very cool. So I have pretty much everything on the. Oh, I did add the active camouflage too. I don't see. I mean, it's cool, but I think it's really only good if you're on a multiplayer server. Being on single player doesn't do me any good. Let me see. I'll go to exterior camera view. Like right now, you see me. Which one did I put it on? L? No, that's the. What is it? H. There you go. So boop, disappeared. All you see is what's in my hand. Mobs still see you, so really, and it uses energy to do this. So. No real benefit in a single player. It might be cool if you're on, like I said, on a multiplayer server. That might be a neat little thing to add in. But like I said, single player, no big deal. There is a little bit of a bug with turning on and off your shovel, because like right now you see it's off, but okay, now it's going to work. Sometimes that doesn't work. You turn it off and it's not off. I've broken a couple of my barrels in here. Shift left clicking just to get one item out, and next thing I know, they're everywhere. I did that to my wool because I had like 20. You lose some of the wool when you break it if you don't take everything, or you lose some of the items in the barrel. You don't get them all back, and I broke them. I think there was 12 stacks in there, and I only got like 7 back or something like that. I was a little upset, but just make sure if you're messing with barrels, I would take this thing and don't have it on, don't have it active, because you're gonna lose some stuff, especially if you have like an overfill barrel. That may even lag you, crash the server. So I would be real careful with that. Let's go over to what. If you look on my menu bar down there, if you look right above where my armor is, you'll see a little blue ball. And if I shift and then use my mouse wheel, you'll see it rotate. Okay, the round ball is the blink drive. That obviously is the crafting table, and that's our plasma cannon. So in that mode, we're shooting our plasma. In this mode, we open a crafting table. Unfortunately, you can't do the question mark, shift question mark to get in there, but when you're out and about, it is handy to have that in there. I'm glad I put that in. Now the blink drive, this thing is just neat. Let's go ahead and sleep real quick so we're not ending up in a group of unfriendlies. So if we have this up, it has kind of the Ender Pearl teleport effect. Now it's not like the Ender Pearl effect because you can't arc it. It's going to go in a straight line, just like the plasma cannon, from wherever you shoot. So if I'm aiming at that roof over there, and shoot, boom, that's where I'm at. It's going to go in a straight line. Like I said, you can't arc it. So yeah, it's just going straight. Don't worry, it's got to hit something for me to go there. So that's pretty neat. So, boop. And I'm back over my base. So that is real handy for getting around. You can just pop it. There you go. Yeah, that's a pretty neat little effect right there. And we're at the house. So that's not a bad upgrade. Let's see what that is, an ion thruster and 2 of the force field emitters. Those are 2 of the higher end parts, I guess, for this. But overall, I'm really happy. I have not fought the Wither just yet. I am going to do that soon. Maybe probably I'm probably going to do it on this episode here. Probably at the end, I'll go and fight the wither. I was looking at the wither rose to make this before I go, but if you look, it takes 4 nether stars. So to get this thing, I got to go kill this guy 4 times before I can get it. I have quite a few. I do have a few wither skeleton skulls, and I do have. I just the other day got the tier 5. I did have a tier 3 that I was using in the nether, and to get, I don't know if they lowered the drop rate or what, just to get 2 skulls took me forever, and the spawn rate was just really, really slow. So, I pulled the shard out, and I made a Soul Stealer 5, which gives me 6 souls per kill, and went and got it. And then, of course, the very next day, I'm watching a video. I can't remember who it was, and they were showing a way that you can combine these in. You can take multiple tier 1s and combine them in an anvil. I don't know if they fixed it or not, but I was like, man, that would have been nice. I could have just gone and killed like 10 of those stupid things and had a tier 5 spawner. But I from what the video was saying, they are going to fix that, and right now it's more of a exploit than it is a feature. That's not supposed to even work. That's probably why I never even tried it. I kind of had wished that they would do that with books, where you could combine 2 3s into a 4 and 2 4s into a 5, but yeah, you can't do that either. But I need to go put that. I got enough to go kill him a few times, but I need to put that somewhere. I don't know if I'll put it back in the nether where I had it, or if I'll add it to my spawner, my XP spawner. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with that yet, but that's something else that I want to work on for sure. Now, you may notice my experience going up as I'm standing here. That's another thing that I've done over the last few days, is add some bees down here. They're underneath the flooring here, with the explorer effect. I just took 4 bees. There's only 4 bees underneath there, so it's not like it's massive rapid or anything. But whenever I'm standing here crafting, which I've done quite a bit of in the last couple of days, I'm just collecting experience. I was up to 170 some odd experience, and then I finally went and just was like, wow, I'm gonna die. And so I went and enchanted some books. Didn't get anything good, but just to get rid of that, just in case. So yeah, I think that's about that. If anybody happens to know the, I think it's Zeno that makes reliquary. If anybody happens to know him, this is a really cool item, but what it really needs is, this is the Wrath's Eye. If you click this, we might as well click this because we're going to go over to another area. If you click this, it's going to teleport you to wherever one of these are, if you've linked it together. So you make one of the little linking blocks, and you make one of these little eye things, and you right click it, and then every time you use this eye, it's going to take you back here, and it's going to cost you 1 ender pearl. What would be really, really nice is pedestals for these eyes. So if I could take this eye and put it on a pedestal, maybe with a 4-slot inventory or something where I could put ender eyes in it, that would be really cool. That would be neat. I would probably use these pretty much exclusively, especially now that I've got that better ender pearl production. Okay, over here, I've spent a lot of time over here the last few days. I've been working on this village. You can kind of see the fields and the huts, and kind of my experimental, Asian style wizard tower over there, and we got our forge and some houses. The houses each have 4 doors because they're going to be for village of breeding. Quiet, dog. Quiet. You got to bark. Everybody walks by the door. So I spent quite a bit of time over here, and when I was kind of not feeling so hot, and I went down and I made a mine, and I was probably over here a good solid, just one game day, or for me a day of playing, and notice my armor was down to probably 7 million, so it was down about 3 million. So I was like, I wish I had a charger over here so I didn't have to keep going back. But so I went ahead and added one, and I wanted to do something a little different. I didn't just want to slap down a solar panel. I've have all these Steve's carts from my earlier tree farms that pretty much supplied me power. I wanted to kind of take those out of mothballs and see if I could do something with them. So what I did is I put a little tree farm here, and then down below, close this so we don't have any creepers dropping down on us. Down below, it is connected to the cargo distributor, and the cargo distributor is pulling out just the wood, the apples, and the saplings. So it doesn't pull out the bone meal and anything else that I put in there. Now, if I can get up, so everything except for the wood is then sent over to the void pipe. I'm just getting rid of it. I'm not trying to use the saplings for biomass or anything right now. And the wood is going down into the barrel. Now, from the barrel, we have a pipe that pulls out, and it goes around, and there's diamond pipes underneath every one of these that is told to put wood into the generators. These are generators. Each one is doing 10 EU each, so we got 100 EU. And then they come over, the power from those comes over to the MFSU, and from the MFSU it goes up to the charge station, which is also an MFSU. I really don't need to have this here, but it's a double power supply, kind of. So it's going to pull from here before it turns those generators on. And this is set, the MFSU is set here to emit a redstone signal if it's full. If you click this, it'll say emit if full, none, emit if partially charged. There's some different options. So I've got it to set so when this is full, it's going to emit a redstone signal. So the redstone signal goes over here to our gate, and this is just an autarkic gate. It's not iron or anything. It's just a normal autarkic gate. Is set to shut off if a redstone signal is applied. Okay. So when I put this all together and started it up, this thing is not fast enough to pull enough wood out to run 10 generators. It gets 7. It'll do about 7 generators, and then these 3 will just run out. So I added 2 redstone engines here, and what we have here is when this thing is not full, this is not emitting a redstone signal, and this is an inverter cell. So when this is off, this is on. So when this stops emitting a redstone signal, these redstone engines will turn on. And once they heat all the way up, it has no problem supplying all 10 engines. It takes a little bit for it to get up there because these have to get all the way up to their red-orange state, but then it will provide it. Now, is that very efficient? I don't know. It's probably not. I think it probably would have been better just go ahead and use. I was trying to stay away from red power, but I think it would just be easier to use. And what I'm probably going to do is just put a filter on here and a timer right here, and the filter I'll just have it pull out a stack at a time, and then this will shut that off when this is full. So but you know, this will go to the timer and then shut it off. So that's probably what I'll do, and I may show that next episode. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to go and get prepared to fight the wither. I'd probably make myself some regen potions or something just in case. I don't know how this armor is going to fare. I know with the quantum suit, it's a joke. It's kind of a no-brainer, but so I'm going to go set up for that. I need to make a place to do it. Where I used to fight them was in one of my Minecraft ages, and at this point they're all deleted except for one, and that's a void age. That's his age 27, so I don't want to fight him in a void age. So I'm going to go figure out some place to fight him. There's an island right over here. I may go build like a little hut over there to fight him in. And when I've got that all set up, I'll be back and we will fight the wither. Okay, we're back. You'll notice I made a small little room out of obsidian, some slits in a roof for lights. It's not a high-tech, force field automatic wither killer, but this has always worked for me. It keeps him real close to you. He can't run off, and you can get right in his grill, so to speak, and tear into him. So that's what we're going to do. Now, I want to use... I have got a nano sword somewhere. There we go. So I'm going to use my nano sword. I'm going to put that up. Okay. So let's get the last wither skull in place. So I've already got the body kind of put up. I've got a couple of heads on there. And here we go. I'm going to jump up here and I'm going to put this last one on. Nope. Okay. Hate that. Let's try this. And there we go. So the wither's up. Got my nano sword on. So as soon as he goes to full, we're going to just tear into him. Hopefully our armor is going to... Shit. He went right through the ceiling. Come here. Alright, we're going to turn on the flight control. Idea what my health is. So I gotta rebuild that room. He can't go out through the ceiling like that. Where are you? Well, that sucked. Alright, so I'm gonna go and make some repairs on this building. Apparently the slots are too big because he went rocketing right through those. Suit did pretty good. I think it would have done better if I could have just stayed right on top of him. So I'm going to go make those changes and we'll come back and kill one more. Okay, we're back for round 2 with the wither. Closed the big holes. I left some little ones back here. Hopefully they don't take off on me again. Didn't charge up my nano saber. That thing drained so quick. I'm actually going to get rid of that and keep the Sword of the Zephyr in there. That's a new one, pretty good. But I'm going to use the power tool. I'm going to use the power tool and just stay on him. So hopefully this time, and I'm going to leave my flight mode on. Hopefully this time I can just stay right on him. So here we go. Let's try this one more time. Come on, charge on up. Come on. Sit down, you big. Alright, let's switch to the big sword here. Oh yeah, that's it. Oh yeah. Sword of the Zephyr for the win. That thing took him down. The power tool is a little too slow. And that's 2 skulls down. And you see how if he can't get up and fly around, he pretty much stays right on you. And if he just stays right on you, he's not gonna really. You're gonna just walk in here like that. You know this is a death room, right? Stupid sheep. So that is episode 14 for you. That's pretty much all the time we have for today. If you have any questions, comments, let me know. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. Until the next episode, see y'all later.